And welcome back to the IPF World Championships live at Homestead, Sweden in the Alico headquarters. It is six-pack Lappinat. On platform 2, we have the 120 and 120 plus kilo men Master 1 division. And opening up is Marcel of Germany with a 200 kilo squat opener. We'll be jumping back and forth between the 120, 120 plus. Marcel in the 120 kilo class.
Good lift on 1. Good lift on 2.
3 white lights, and Marcel is on the board.
Loaded on 1. Good lift on 2.
Olaf Arvidsson of Sweden opening up with 210 kilo.
Loaded on 2.
We're moving into the 120 plus.
Good lift on 1. Loaded on 1.
3 white lights, and it's good. We're not expecting too many big struggles. You really just want to get yourself on the board with your opener. It's a long day. You got 3 attempts. No need to empty the tank too much on your openers. One thing the 120 pluses have, obviously they don't have to cut weight. So the expectation of what they put on in the training room is a lot closer to platform weight. And we'll have 230 kilo loaded on the bar for Haken. Oh, excuse me, Luigi Brevio of Italy. And that's not Luigi, that's a Swede lifter.
Loaded on 1. Loaded on 2.
That's Melberg of Sweden. There we are. 120 kilo lifter. Depth looks good from my angle.
Good lift on 2. Good lift on 1.
Luigi Brevio of Italy, staying in the 120 kilo class, going to open up with 245 kilo.
Loaded on 1.
No doubt on Luigi's depth. Nice smooth opener.
Good lift on 2.
3 white lights. Staying in the 120s, now Frederick Goodmanson of Sweden. 250 kilo for his opener.
Loaded on 1.
Another smooth, easy opener. 14-year veteran, Frederick. 3 white lights, and he's on the board. Moving into the 120 plus. 250 kilo will stay on the bar for Antti Nevalinen. Representing Finland. Just shy of 180 kilo. An absolute juggernaut of a man. Shifting some big weight, and it's...
Good lift on 1.
That looks good from my angle, though.
Good lift on 2.
3 white lights. Canada's Steve Snell. 255 kilo opener for him. 13-year veteran in the game.
Followed it on 2. Good lift on 1. Followed it on 1.
Steve makes easy work at 255 kilo.
Good lift on 2, 2 to 1.
2 to 1, and he's passed. And it's a good time just to run through real quickly the expectations of the squat if you're going to get it passed. So first off, you will get the squat command, but your knees got to be locked out. You got to be standing erect. After you get the squat command, you can no longer start moving your feet. You drop down to below parallel, come back up with it. Again, your knees have to be locked and standing erect. Then you'll get the rack command. Then and only then can you start moving your feet. And hopefully you get your 3 white lights. 265 kilo on the bar. Hamid Alajmi of United Arab Emirates makes easy work of his opener.
Good lift on 2.
Rocking the beautiful SBD singlet. And we're back into the 120s where Ryan Stills of the U.S. Virgin Islands will be opening with 287.5 kilo.
Followed it 2. Followed it on 1.
Wedging himself under that bar. You got to find the perfect spot.
Good lift on 1.
Makes easy work, and he has a smile on his face. You never know how it's going to feel until you get out there, especially with some nerves. Get the bar on your back, shift it around a little bit, and judging by the expression of Ryan's face, it's going to be a good day. We're moving back to the 120 plus, 295 kilo loaded on the bar for Yaroslav Sukal of Czechia. Yaroslav down and up quite easily with 295 kilo. 3 white lights for him.
Good lift on 2. No lift on 1. No lift on 1.
300 kilo even. Marcel Peluso of Italy.
Bar loaded on 1. Good lift on 1.
And Peluso got it. For an opener, though, looked like a little bit of work.
Bar loaded on 1.
Doesn't seem to have a whole lot of room to move around in after this. Although sometimes the bar gets heavier and these fellas find another gear to kick up into. Be interesting to see what they decide will be a second attempt. 335 kilo for Jesus Daniel Prieto Friari of Spain. 44 years old, and his profile says 41 years competing. Now that's, if that's not a typo, he learned to walk and then he learned to squat. I don't know if they're counting air squats, but however he started, he's ending up with a 335 kilo opener.
Good lift on 1.
Oh, wow. A little smirk on his face there. Yeah, the pride. I love to see it. 3 white lights. The crowd loves it too. And he's on the board. You know, for the big men, the world standard does not change. You got to hit depth. And sometimes you hear excuses about when you're a larger individual hitting depth. Leaving no questions on the depth here today on platform 2. And we're back in the 120s, and 220 kilo is being loaded for Marcel Benzler of Germany.
No lift on 1. Well caught loaders.
You know, Marcel is checking in at 118 kilo. Large gentleman himself, but when you go into the 120 pluses,
Bars loaded on 1.
it's like the land of the Titans. It's a humbling feeling walking around in that warm-up room, let me tell you.
No lift on
I had a
2.
feeling that wasn't going to pass. Cut it a little bit shy. He got 200 kilo to depth, and he is on the board. 220 kilo will stay on the bar. We're going to move to the 120 pluses. Olaf Arvidsson. Absolute mountain of a man. Look how much taller he is, towering over our spotters, who are not small gentlemen. Looking to add 10 kilo to his total. 10 more kilo, I should say. Made easy work of 210 kilo. Gets a little bit pulled out of position on that squat. 3 white lights nonetheless.
Good lift on 1. Good lift on 2.
You know, some of the squatters will try to keep their chest up, not let the weight pull them out of position. Try to keep the bar path as linear as possible. When that bar path gets a little wonky, the body goes with it, and the weight feels exponentially heavier. Easier said than done when you got this kind of weight on your back. And Mellberg of Sweden, 245 kilo on the bar for him, making a 15 kilo jump. We're back in the 120 kilo class.
Good lift on 1.
Nice squat. Judges agree, 3 white lights.
Bar
Luigi Brevio of Italy. 260 kilo second attempt for him. 15 kilo jump from his opener.
Followed in on 2. Good lift on 1. Followed in on 1.
Quick dump into the hole of the squat. In and out. 3 white lights. Efficient squatting there by Luigi. And we will have 262.5 kilo being loaded on the bar for Frederick Goodmanson of the home nation Sweden.
Good lift on 1, 2 to 1. Followed in on 1.
Frederick looks like he made easy work of 162.5 kilo. Back into the 120 kilo class where the Canadian Steve Snell taking a 15 kilo jump from his opener. Just shy of 600 pounds, 270 kilo loaded on the bar for him.
Followed at 2. Followed in on 1.
Three white lights and he's good. There was a little bit of a slowdown at the halfway point. Chest dipped a little bit. It'll be interesting to see what they put in for his third attempt, as 275 kilo being loaded on the bar for Antti Nevalainen of Finland, tipping over the 600 pound mark.
Good lift on 1, Clappy Graham.
And Antti almost pod squatting it at the bottom there, but I understand he's searching for depth. 3 white lights. And the weight itself moved very easily for Antti. 280 kilo being loaded on the bar for now for Hamed Alajmi of United Arab Emirates.
Followed it on 2.
15 years in the game, a police officer.
Well caught loaders, no lift on 1, no lift on 1. Well caught loaders.
Hamed in and out of the bottom of that squat pretty quickly. 3 white lights. Back into the 100 kilo class for Ryan Stales of the U.S. Virgin Islands. 305 kilo for his second attempt.
Bar loaded 2.
7.5 kilo jump from his opener.
Good lift on 1.
Judging by how the weight feels today,
Bars loaded on 1.
Ryan might go for the world record. Three white lights. And 305, if I'm not mistaken, might have moved even quicker and easier than 287.5. Ryan Stills heating up on platform 1. Now Yaroslav Sukal of the 120 plus division. 310 kilo loaded for him.
Bar loaded on 1.
Oh, wow, that was quick. Dive bombs it to the bottom of that squat and comes up. Chest up, never pitch forward. 3 white lights for Yaroslav of Czechia.
No lift on 1. No lift on 1.
315 kilo being added for Marcel Benzler of Italy.
Going to the second group on 2. That means no more changes.
Taking a 15 kilo jump from his opener. That's a hell of a squat PB he's got listed in his profile.
Bar loaded 2. Bar loaded on 1.
Oh, but there's a sticking point in the loaders.
On 2.
This is where they're really going to earn their slice of pizza, when it's the 120 pluses and you got to jump in and catch a squat. That's a whole lot of gravity coming down. Jesus Daniel Pareto Friari from Spain.
Loaded on 2. Good lift.
350 kilo even, 771 pounds. Again, 44 years old, 41 years in the game.
Bar loaded 1.
I dare not check those records. Oh, wow. The horsepower Jesus has behind him
2 to 1.
lowers himself into depth. Whoa. Lowers himself into depth, almost tempo squatting it, and you could see the engine revving and his body shaking. Hits depth and powers up from the hole. I think the type of power he's shifting, he just charged my phone. Look at that. I'm back at 100%. Incredible stuff. Marcel Benzler of Germany will attempt 220 kilo once again. Missed this in his second attempt. We're back in the 120 kilo class.
Good lift on 1. Bar loaded on 1.
If Marcel can get this, it's 20 more kilo towards his total. And there's nothing like having a little bit of positive momentum leading into the next event. like to change the tide. He got a little bit shifted out of position at the bottom of the squat. He's strong, but there seems to be a technical breakdown there within the core. He gets pitched forward, the weight comes forward with him, and then when you lean forward while squatting, obviously your hips are coming up. It's working against yourself. 230 kilo for Olaf Arvidsson of Sweden, taking a 10 kilo jump. We're back in the 120 pluses.
Good lift on one. Followed it on one.
Bar speed was nice. 3 white lights. And Olaf goes 3 for 3 in the squat session. Now, Håkan Mellberg of Sweden in the 120s will attempt 250 kilo for his third and final squat of the day.
Followed it on 2. Followed it on 1.
Whoa, nice catch by the loaders there. Spotters and loaders doing an excellent job on platform 2. Frederick Goodmanson of Sweden will be attempting 270 kilo. This will equal his personal best.
Followed it 2.
And the way we're pacing, unless disaster strikes, Goodmanson looks like he's pacing for a silver overall. Got a lot of lifting to go, though.
Good lift on 1. Followed it 1.
3 white lights. And Goodmanson, the first 120 to get on the board in his third squat. Luigi Brevio of Italy will also attempt 270 kilo. Should Luigi hit this, he will swap his squat bronze for a squat silver.
No lift on 1. Bars loaded on 1.
It's a fight, but nope.
Well caught loaders on
Nope.
2. No lift on 2.
Another good catch by the spotters and loaders. And look how fast these fellas are moving. Steve Snell, we're back to the 120 pluses, where Steve will attempt a 275 kilo squat.
Followed it on 2. Good lift on 1. Followed it on 1.
It slows the midpoint, but Steve muscles it up to lockout.
Good lift on 2.
2 out of 3, and that's all he needs. 3 for 3 in the squat event. Staying in the 120 pluses, Antti Nevalainen from Finland will attempt 290 kilo. 15 kilo jump from his second attempt.
Ball loaded on 2. Good lift on 1. Bars loaded on 1. Come on, Raquel.
Oh, wow. Antti feels good about it. So do the judges. 3 white lights. And he picks up an extra 15 kilo towards his total. Moving back to the 120s, where Ryan Stills of the U.S. Virgin Islands taking a 10 kilo jump on his third attempt squat.
Ball loaded on 1.
And if you see in the corner there, that is David Superman Ricks himself. IPF legend, multiple-time world champion, in and out of equipment, and added to his collection several world records and another IPF world title. Already extensive resume. And if you're here in Sweden, he's a good guy to ask handle you, because if anybody knows about powerlifting, it's the ageless David Superman Ricks, also representing U.S. Virgin Islands. There he is there. When Superman takes his glasses off and starts lifting, you know he means business. And here comes Ryan Stills. "45 years old, 3 decades in the game." Nicely done. And Ryan is all smiles. This is a bit of a comeback for Ryan. In his previous competition, he had a really big injury on his, I believe it was his right leg. Sidelined him for a bit. Battled back from that injury and is now here at the IPF World Championships. 315 kilo on the bar now for Peluso of Italy. Missed this on his second attempt. We're back in the 120 pluses. Nope, pinned on the bottom. The spotters help him back up and rack it. And it appears they can catch you pretty much anywhere. You fail at the top, fail at the middle, or fail at the bottom. They're quick in there. Some great catches. Yaroslav Sukal of Czechia. 317.5 kilo loaded on the bar. We are now at 700 pounds. Oh, wow, that was quick. That moved like an opener. 3 white lights, blink and you'll miss it. I don't know if I've seen 700 pounds get shifted that easily in quite some time. Jesus Daniel Prieto Friari of Spain is attempting a world record 366 kilo. We are over 800 pounds. And he came out intense for 350 kilo. I can only imagine the show we're about to see. Absolute juggernaut of a man. If you see him in real life, it'll humble you. It'll humble you. The crowd is behind him. Depth is there. Oh, wow, what a strong squat fighting through. No, just didn't make it. Came close. Came very close. He appreciates the support and thanks the handlers for the beautiful catch. And we got to give our hats off to this Ukrainian spotting and loading team. Not only are they loading these weights quick, but some of the catches they've made like a yikes. With no further ado, so that's comes to the conclusion of our 120 plus squat session in the Master 1. Do not go anywhere. We will be back in 20 minutes with the bench press event. 6-pack lap it at. See you in 20. And welcome back to the IPF World Championships live from Homestead, Sweden. Six-pack Lapidat on Platform 2 for the Master 120 and 120 plus kilo lifters. This is the bench press session, and Marcel Benzler of Germany is going to start us off with 155 kilo. Marcel waiting for the bar is loaded announcement, and there it was. For the bench press, unlike the other two events, you have 3 commands. You're allowed to have your butt off the bench, feet moving while you're setting up, unracking, but once you're in place and arms are straight out, then you'll get the start command. You lower it to your chest. When the bar is motionless on your chest, as quickly as you can get it motionless, as quick as you'll get the press command, which Marcel did right there, 3 white lights. Press it from your chest to lockout. Get your arms straight, elbows locked, and you'll get the rack command. After you get the start command, your head has to stay down, the butt has to stay down. You can no longer pick up your feet and start moving them around. And Luigi Brevio of Italy, 160 kilo loaded for his opener. Nice smooth opener for Luigi. Some of these lifters are going to opt for a handoff. Some of them will just unrack the bar themselves. It kind of depends how you train. If you train without a handoff and you're just unracking it yourself, at least it's consistent from your training to the platform. On the flip side, some people, if they're going to get into an extensive setup and it's an aggressive setup, getting the handoff allows them to maintain the setup they work so hard to get, and the bar ends up exactly in position as they want it. However, if you're training with somebody and they got the handoff down pat, you come to the Worlds, consistency might not right be there. And Olaf Arvidsson makes easy work of 165 kilo. 3 white lights for him.
No lift on 1, no lift on 1.
We are staying in the 120 plus kilo class. Michel Peluso will attempt 170 kilo on his opener, representing Italy. Three white lights for him. Hamid Alajmi of United Arab Emirates, opening with 170 kilo on the bar.
Good lift on 1, 2 to 1. Bar loaded 1.
Makes easy work, and so far, everybody's opening attempts on point. Let's hope we continue the trend. Frederick Goodmanson of Sweden, 190 kilo. Makes easy work of it. My producers here have a theory. It's almost like a baseball game when a pitcher is about to have a perfect game. You don't mention it or you'll jinx it. And whenever I say everybody so far has hit their openers and nobody's failed, they think I'm jinxing it. It's not the commentator's curse. It's happened a few times, though, and I've been called out on it. Jesus, Daniel Prieto Friari of Spain, put on quite the show in the squat event, returning for the bench press, 185 kilo. His third squat, just over 800 pounds, a world record attempt, and came close. You know what? Jesus benches just like he squats. Very slow on the descent. Very careful to measure. And as soon as he gets that press command, it goes up twice the speed. Ryan Stills of the U.S. Virgin Island up next. We're back in the 120 kilo class. And he has 190 kilo on the bar. There's a good shot of David Superman Ricks. Like meeting a bully after school and bringing your big brother with you. You got to have a little more confidence with Superman Ricks handling you. Easy work. 190 kilo in the books. And 190 kilos stays in the bar for Antti Nevalainen of Finland. Self lift off for Antti. Makes easy work of 190 kilo. 3 white lights. And 190 stays on the bar for Yaroslav Sukal of Czechia. 31-year veteran in the game. Yaroslav finished off the squat event with 117.5 kilo squat, 700 pounds. And 190 kilo takes no major effort for Yaroslav. And the biggest opener of the 120 plus is going to be Steve Snell of Canada. Steve opting to get a handoff. If these gentlemen can give you a handoff as good as they've been catching these spots, you're in good hands. Steve makes quick, easy work of 192.5 and gets 3 white lights. Back in the 120 kilo class, Hakan Mellberg of Sweden will open with 215 kilo. And Melberg hits 215, 3 white lights. And everybody has nailed the openers. Now it's time to start adding the kilos. The coaching staffs for these individual lifters can start getting a little more ambitious with the attempt selection. And some possible jockeying for position. 5 kilo added to his opener for Luigi of Italy.
Good lift on 2.
3 white lights.
Followed 2.
Marcel Benzler of Germany. 165 kilo for his second attempt. 10 kilo jump from his opener.
I guess she's running the clock.
And looks like we're looking at a possible 5 kilo personal best on the platform.
Change openers. 2 attempts remain on 1 to change openers. No lift on 1, well caught loaders.
Got it just above the chest, but as far as she was going.
No lift on 2.
And Olaf Arvidsson of Sweden, back in the 120 pluses, 170 kilo being loaded on the bar for him. 5 kilo jump from his opener.
No lift 1, well caught loaders.
Olaf adds 5 kilo towards his total. 3 white lights. Representing the United Arab Emirates, Hamid Alajmi, taking a 175 kilo second attempt. 5 kilo jump from his opener.
No more changes on 1. Good lift on 1, 2 to 1. No more changes on 1. Bar loaded on 1.
And making easy work of 175 kilo.
Good lift on 2. Bar loaded on 2.
Michele Peluso of Italy, staying in the 120 pluses, jumping 10 kilo from his opener, 180 kilo on the bar.
No lift on 1 for Abby.
A little too much for him today. Now the bar can stall, but as soon as it starts going in the wrong direction, it's automatically a failed lift. And Frederick Goodmanson of Sweden attempting 190.
Good lift on 1.
Easy work there. 10 more kilo towards his total.
Good lift on 2. 69 kilo class starting to lift now on one. First lady out is Neve Savage of Ireland.
190 will stay on the bar as Jesus Daniel Prieto Friari of Spain looking to take another 5 kilo and toss it on his total should he get this.
Good lift on one. Good lift on two.
Jesus, 3 white lights. Gets a fist pump from Superman as he passes by.
Loaded two.
And 200 kilo even loaded on the bar for Ryan Stills.
Loaded one.
Representing the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Good lift one.
And making easy work at 200 kilo, 3 white lights.
Loaded on one. Loaded on two.
Antti Nevalainen representing Finland. 200 kilos stays on the bar, and we move into the 120 pluses.
Good lift on one.
3 white lights, and that's a good lift. Yaroslav Sukal of Czechia. 200 kilo even for him.
Good lift on one. Loaded on one. Good lift on
3 white lights. And Steve Snell of Canada, 202.5 kilo being loaded on the bar for him. This is a 10 kilo jump from his opener. Still 5 kilo under his personal best. Thirteen-year veteran in the game. Steve picking up another 10 kilo for his total there.
Loaded on one. Loaded on two.
And looking at the projected, which takes the completed lifts as well as your deadlift opener, in the 120 plus, we're going to have a bit of a battle on the podium between the Czechian lifter and the Finn. But first, 220 kilo on the bar for Håkan Mellberg of Sweden.
Good lift one, good lift two.
3 white lights.
Loaded one.
Marcel Benzler, Germany, attempting for the second time 165 kilo for his third and final bench press.
Loaded on two. Good lift on 1. Bar loaded on 1.
Just a little too much for him today.
Bar loaded on 1.
And 170 kilo being loaded for Luigi Brevio of Italy. It's a 5 kilo jump from his second attempt and a 2.5 kilo personal best if he could get it.
Good lift on 1. Bar loaded on 1.
Just a little bit too much for him today. Olaf Arvidsson of Sweden in the 120 pluses will attempt 175 kilo.
Bar loaded 2.
A good 7.5 kilo better than his previous personal best. Of course, Olaf had hit 170 for his second attempt.
Good lift on 1. Bars loaded on 1.
This would, if temporarily, move Olaf into 5th place in the bench press event. Three white lights.
Good lift on 2. Bar loaded on 2.
Marcel Benzler of Italy, 180 kilo loaded on the bar for him.
Good lift on 1. Bar loaded on 1.
Oh, he's struggling mightily to lock this out. He got it to the top, but racked it before he got the rack command. Likely couldn't hold it a second longer for that, though. And 195 kilo being loaded on the bar for Jesus Daniel Prieto, Friari of Spain.
Good lift on 1. Bar loaded on 1. Good lift on 1.
Jesus fast off the chest, but brakes came on and the bar started to return. Good catch by the spotters.
Bars loaded on 1.
And we are back in the 120 kilo class where Frederick Goodmanson of Sweden will attempt 200 kilo. And thus far, just one of the lifters got their third and final bench press. Looking to change the tide a little is Frederick. You see him drilling his traps into that bench press, pushing off onto the bar, trying to get the fulcrum of that lever, the shoulder to the arm, close to under the touch point as possible. 200 kilo, just a little too heavy for him today.
Pleased with that move.
205 kilo loaded on the bar for Ryan Stills of U.S. Virgin Islands.
Bar loaded on 1.
The pre-lift ritual of Ryan Stills rarely changes. Oh, it slows. Nope.
No lift on 2. Good lift on 1. Bar loaded on 2.
Antti Nevalainen of Finland back in the 120 plus, looking to add 5 kilo onto his second attempt with a 205 kilo third and final bench. And we are back in the green. 3 white lights for Antti Nevalainen. 205 kilo being loaded on the bar now for Steve Snell of Canada.
Bar loaded on 1.
Just a 2.5 kilo jump for Steve. However, this will move him from silver to gold with one lifter to go that also has 205 for their third. Steve, having the lower body weight, would get the gold medal in the bench press event. Obviously, Team Canada not looking to load the bar any heavier than they have to if they're going to collect an individual medal. And looks like Steve might have locked up that gold medal in the 120 plus. 3 white lights, and there it is.
Bars loaded on 1.
Yaroslav Sukal of Czechia. 205 kilo awaits him on the bench press. If he gets it, he'll trade his bronze bench for the silver. It's a battle, but he got it up. Judges give it to him 2-3. And we have 1 bench press left. 228 kilo being loaded on the bar for Håkan Mellberg of Sweden. And you can tell by the kilos, this is a world record attempt. Mellberg already has the gold medal in hand for the bench press event, looking to add the world record.
Sorry, no lift on 1. Well caught loaders. Coming in 2. And 1 record. Come on, let's hear it.
Nope, just a little too heavy today.
Give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That was
But he appreciates the home nation crowd.
10-minute break on 1.
And there you have it. Ryan Stills of U.S. Virgin Islands, Mellberg and Goodmanson, your top 3 in order for the 120s. In the 120 pluses, Jesus took the gold medal, Sukal of Czechia taking the silver, and Nevalainen of Finland taking the bronze. And we will be back. Don't go anywhere. 6-pack lap it at in 20 minutes. And welcome back to the IPF World Championships live in Homestead, Sweden at the Alico headquarters, where we have the Master 120 and 120 plus lifters about to start the deadlift session.
No lift, timeout on 1.
And we'll begin with 220 kilo for Marcel Benzler of Germany.
Followed it on 1.
Marcel, 47 years old, 4 years in the game,
220 kilos.
opening up 10 kilo below his personal best. Judging how this moves, we'll get a good indication of where you might end up. If we're going to see a personal best out of him today,
2 to 1, good lift on 1.
double overhand hook grip, relatively easy work.
Good lift on 2.
Mohammed Alajmi, representing the United Arab Emirates, with a 225 kilo opener for him.
Good lift on 1.
Hamid, easy work of 225.
Good lift on 2. Followed it on 1. Abby Graham, Great Britain.
230 kilo being loaded for Luigi Brevio of Italy.
Followed it on 2. Luigi Brevio, Italia, Italy.
Makes easy work at 230 and solidifies his total.
Followed it on 1.
Hakan Mellberg of Sweden, opening up with 250 kilo. We are in the 120 kilo class now.
Good lift on 1.
Easy work, 3 white lights.
Followed it 2.
260 kilo loaded on the bar for Michel Peluso of Italy.
Bars loaded on 1. Good lift on 2. Followed it on 2.
260 kilo will stay on the bar for Steve Snell of Canada.
Followed it on 1.
Steve makes easy work at 260 as well.
No lift.
275 kilo being loaded for Yaroslav Sukal of Czechia. Yaroslav in the middle of a battle with Nevalainen to establish himself on the podium. Still yet to be decided, but they're both in the running for possibly a silver. And there's only one silver to be handed out. Yaroslav. 3 white lights.
Good lift on 2. No lift on 1. Bar loaded 2.
Olaf Arvidsson of Sweden, opening with 277.5 kilo.
On 2. Bars loaded on 1. Good lift on 1.
Long way up, but he manages it.
Good lift on 2.
3 white lights.
Two attempts remain to change openers.
Frederick
On 1.
Goodmanson of Sweden, opening up with 290 kilo. We're moving back to the 120 kilo class.
Bar loaded on 1.
Makes easy work of that.
Good lift 1. That was a good lift 2.
The Spaniard Jesus opening with 300 kilos even. Once he hits his opener, he's already at 840 kilos for his total. Established himself ahead of time as the gold medal favorite, barring disaster.
No lift on 1, a little too heavy.
The Chief of Private Security is his job title. I'd feel safe if this man was watching me. Makes easy work of 300 kilo. 3 white lights.
Bar loaded 1. Bar loaded 2.
300 kilo will stay on the bar for Antti Nevalainen of Finland.
No lift for Abby on 1. A little too heavy, we have a change, we have a change.
A pretty close stance there. Look how close his heels are, and a little bit staggered as well. But whatever works. If you're going to handle 300 kilo that easily, like picking up a couple bags of groceries, and Antti is on the board and established his total. Moving back to the 120 kilo class, where Ryan Stills of the U.S. Virgin Islands will be opening with 320 kilos, 705 pounds.
Bar loaded on 2.
I believe last time we were in Sweden at the World Championships, Ryan's entrance ritual was a little bit longer. This is an abbreviated version of it. Easy work of 320 kilo. Easy work of 300 kilo. 320 kilo. And all of the gentlemen are on the board. Nobody is bombed out. Now the coaching staff for all the nations can start taking some risks. We might see them jockeying around for position on the podium.
Bar loaded on 1, bar loaded on 2.
Marcel Benzler of Germany. 235 kilos, second attempt for him.
Good lift on 1, good lift
New
on
personal
2.
best, 3 white lights.
$69 class on 1 now, bar loaded on 2.
Moving back to the 120 kilo class, Hamid Al-Ajmi of United Arab Emirates. Taking a 240 kilo second attempt.
Good lift on 2. Bar loaded on 1.
Moving back to the 120s, Luigi Brevio of Italy, a 242.5 kilo second attempt.
Good lift on 1.
Makes easy work of his second
Good
attempt.
lift on 2. Bars loaded on 1.
And just a quick update, Al-Ajmi in the 120 plus kilo class has opted not to take his third and final deadlift. He will finish off his day with a 695 kilo total. Taking his second attempt, 270 kilo, Hakan Mellberg of Sweden. 20 kilo jump from his opener.
Good lift on 1. Bar loaded 1. Good lift 2.
Good lift. Adds another 20 kilo towards his total.
Bar loaded 2.
Moving back to the 120 plus, and Steve Snell of Canada. A 12.5 kilo jump from his opener. 272.5 loaded on the bar for his second attempt.
Good lift 1. Bars loaded on 1.
Steve resting in the fourth position, but the Italian just 2.5 kilo behind him should Steve hit this.
Good lift on 1. Bar loaded on 1. Bar loaded on 2.
A bit of discussion being had between the head coach, Jeff Butt, and the jury table. Steve timed out there. You have 60 seconds after you hear bars loaded, and the Team Canada head coaches are saying that they were not announced bars loaded when the clock started winding down on 60 seconds. They believe the clock was winding down already a good 15 seconds had elapsed. Then they were told bar is loaded. And the jury is just having a quick discussion on whether Steve is going to be able to retake, well, I'll just take period, his second attempt or not.
Bars loaded on 1.
Put a pin in that. We'll get back to you. The jury's still talking about it, but Michel Peluso of Italy, 280 kilo for him, 20 kilo jump from his opener. Got a bit of an extra break there, but had some grip issues at lockout. And it looks like Steve Snell will get an attempt at 272.5 after all.
Bar is loaded on 2.
Olaf Arvidsson of Sweden, 295 kilo for his second attempt.
Good lift on 1. Bars loaded on 1.
And that is a long way up, folks. 3 white lights.
Good lift on 2. Bar loaded 2.
295 kilo being loaded on the bar for Yaroslav Sukal of Czechia.
Bar loaded 1.
Little uneven on the way up, but he gets it up. See what the judges say. 3 white lights.
Good lift on 2. Good lift on 1. Bar loaded on 1.
305 kilo being loaded for Frederick Goodmanson of Sweden. Moving back to the 120 kilo class.
Bar loaded on 2. No lift on 1. No lift on 1.
Another 15 kilo being added to Goodmanson's total with that second attempt.
Steve Savage of Ireland.
315 kilo being loaded for Jesus Daniel Prieto Friari of Spain. A 15 kilo jump from his opener.
Bar loaded on 2. Come on, knee. Good lift on 1. World Masters 1 record.
Jesus, the open class 120 plus champion back in Spain, representing Spain in the M1 IPF World Championships today. It makes pretty easy work of 315 kilo.
Good lift 2 to 1.
Jesus appreciating the crowd support, and he's got a lot of it today. Antti Nevalainen of Finland, 325 kilo loaded on the bar. A sizable 25 kilo jump for Antti.
No lift on 1. Down
If Ante continues the pace, he might be able to pull himself from the bronze medal position to a silver. Oh, wow. It moved so easy, it even surprised Ante. And if you're Sukal from Czechia, you got to be a little bit worried here. The two titans are in a battle on the podium. There's a silver medal, there's a bronze medal. Who's going to end up with what is yet to be determined. But the way Nevalainen pulled that deadlift, I got a feeling he's going to pull last. We got Ryan Stills, 335 kilo, getting loaded on the bar for his second attempt. 15 kilo jump from his opener.
No lift on one.
Double overhand hook grip. Three white lights. And Ryan is heating up. 272.5 kilo loaded for Steve Snell. And I guarantee you Steve will be on that platform lickety-split as soon as he hears bar is loaded this time.
Which I think was my fault. Sorry, Steve.
I got a moment. I could tell you about the standings here. Nevalainen from Finland with an 820 projected total. Well, 820 total so far. And Sukal from Czechia, 817.5. They are neck and neck, 2.5 kilo apart. Steve Snell. $272.5 on the board, 3 white lights, all is well that ends well. And we are back in the 120 kilo class. The first of the final deadlift attempts.
Good lift on one. Bar loaded on two.
$245, Marcel of Germany.
Bar loaded on one.
A little too much today. He will finish off with a 590 kilo total and 250 kilo being loaded on the bar for Luigi Brevio of Italy.
I'm sorry, no lift on one. Bar loaded two. World Masters 1 record attempt for Neve Savage on one. She took it with the last lift. She's going to put 5 kilos on it if she gets this. Neve Savage from Ireland.
A little too much for Luigi. Thanks to the crowd for their support. Luigi will finish his day with a 667.5 kilo total. And 275 being loaded on the bar for Steve Snell. Conservative 2.5 kilo jump from his second attempt. But the turnaround between his second and third was pretty quick. So if he's feeling any fatigue, you're going to make a small jump.
Loaded on two. Steve Snell of Canada, 275 kilos.
Peluso of Italy is pulling after Steve.
Okay.
And Steve right now ranked 4th overall. I don't think that ranking is in danger. This is 2.5 kilo just to toss onto that total. Oh, wow. The engine is revving for Steve. The knees shake, but it looks like he locked it out. See if the judges agree. No, they do not. Steve will finish the day with a 752.5 kilo total and 280 kilo total. 80 kilos will be loaded for Håkan Mellberg of Sweden. We are back in the 120 kilo class. Bronze medal for deadlift locked up. Bronze medal overall locked up. This is for pride. A little too much today. Thanks the crowd for their support.
No lift. 280 remains on the bar for Michele Peluso of Italy.
Peluso, 280 kilo. Missed this on his second attempt. I believe, if I remember correctly, this was grip issues. If you can hang on to it. Oh, did he hang on in time? That down command came, but was it too late? Yeah. It came close. He will finish his day with a 730 kilo total. Now 310 kilo being loaded for Yaroslav Sukal of Czechia.
Loading about to 300 kilos for Olaf Arvidsson of Sweden.
Nope, excuse me, pardon me. 300 kilo being loaded for Olaf Arvidsson of Sweden. This will temporarily have him as a bronze medalist in the deadlifts, with 3 more lifters to go.
Bar loaded 300 kilos, Olaf Arvidsson. Sorry, little too heavy on this occasion.
No lift. Now 310 kilo being loaded for Yaroslav Sukal of Czechia. Yaroslav and the Czech team attempting to load the bar with what they think is within Yaroslav's limit that will push Nevalainen past his limit when he pulls and hopefully swap their bronze for Nevalainen's silver. Right now, only 2.5 kilos separate the gentlemen. They're hoping to surpass, and make a big enough of a gap. Nevalainen misses. Yaroslav battling it up. Makes lockout. Oh. What do the judges say? That's close. 3 white lights, and he's done it. Forced the hand of Nevalainen. Nevalainen right now has a 357.5 kilo deadlift for his third. He won't need that to lock up the silver. I anticipate that's just a placeholder. You're allowed to change your last deadlift attempt twice. So I think the finish team will probably change that. But right now we are back in the 120 kilo class with 315 kilo loaded on the bar for Frederick Goodmanson of Sweden. Silver medalist overall, silver medalist in the deadlift event. This is just to add another 10 kilo to his total. Nope, just a little too much. We're moving back to the 120 pluses, where Jesus will attempt 325 kilo. Right now his total rests at 855. 10 kilo here will bring that up to 865. This is your 120 plus Master 1 IPF World Champion doing a bit of a victory lap. Is he able to lock it out? Judges say no, and I'm going to have to agree. I think I'm with the crowd. I wanted to see it happen, but just a stitch unlocked. The knees were a bit soft, the shoulders a bit forward. Moving back to the 120 kilo class, where Ryan Stills of the U.S. Virgin Islands will attempt 352.5 kilo. It is a world record for the Master 1 division, and if Ryan can get this, he will be the only 120 kilo to get his third and final deadlift, as well as making history. 17.5 kilo jump. Summoning the powerlifting gods, Ryan Stills attempting to make history with his third and final pull. What a nice way to cap off that comeback from injury. Uh-oh.
No lift, I'm afraid. You okay, Ryan?
No lift, but Ryan is your Master 1 World Champion. And we are going back to the 120 plus, where Nevalainen has 362.5 kilo loaded on the bar. We are over 800 pounds. This is for we thought Nevalainen was chasing the silver medal. Had us all fooled. Nevalainen is chasing gold. Far more ambitious than I was thinking. Putting on quite the show, but I tell you what, 325 kilo, moved fast, moved easy. Didn't move that fast and easy, where he could jump up 37.5 kilo. Moments away of finding out. It would be a startling turn of an events of Nevalainen, who was trailing Jesus the entire day with the very last deadlift, can pull off the miracle and snatch the victory. All or nothing. Bronze or gold, down to the last deadlift, just when you thought you knew how this story was going to end. Antti wants to rewrite it. Just a little too much, but I tell you what, I admire the gusto by Antti Nevalainen. If gold is within reach and you think it's there, you might as well pull for it. So there you have it. In the 120s, Ryan Stills of the U.S. Virgin Islands taking the gold medal. Goodmanson of Sweden taking the silver. Mellberg of Sweden taking the bronze, going into the 120 pluses. Jesus able to retain the gold medal. Sukal of Czechia taking the silver, and Nevalainen taking the bronze. Thank you very much. Don't go anywhere. We have the medal ceremony coming back up. Six-pack Lapidette signing off.
C'è il numero di lui.
First, the participation medals presented by Farshid Sultani and IPF President Mr. Gaston Farage, helped ably by Olaf Arvidsson. Okay, the results, please. You found a master lead, nice one. Okay, 63 kilo ladies masters won the medals for the individual lifts. First for squats. Look how close this was. The bronze medal with 145, Finland's Katri Backman. The silver medal, also with 145 kilos, Italy's Alice Veniani. And the gold medal on squats, 147.5 kilos, from Ukraine, Natalia Zhukovska. So very close, so close. Well done, ladies. Thank you. And now for the bench press. In bronze medal position with 82.5 kilos from Finland, Katri Backman. In silver medal position with 85 kilos from Great Britain, Abby Graham. And the gold medal with 90 kilos, Ukraine's Natalia Zhukovska. Fantastic, ladies. Thank you. And now we move to deadlift. The bronze medal with 182.5 kilos, goes to Italy's Alice Veniani. In silver medal position with 185 kilos from Great Britain, Abby Graham. And the gold medal with 195 kilos from Ukraine, Natalia Zukowska. And now for the overall. In bronze medal position with 402.5 kilos from Great Britain, Abby Graham. Receiving the silver medal for a 405 kilo total from Italy, Alice Veniani. And the gold medal and your new 63 kilo Masters 1 world champion from Ukraine, Natalia Zukowska. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Ukraine. That is the first time I have seen a lifter on the podium with a whole choir with them. Okay, let's move to the 69 kilo class, please. And in bronze medal position on the squats with 145 kilos from Great Britain, Genevieve Collins. In silver medal position with 155 kilos from Spain, Raquel de la Calle. And the gold medal on squats with 162.5 kilos from Ireland, Niamh Savage. Well done, ladies. We now move to bench press. In bronze medal position with 82.5 kilos from Finland, Sanna Jutsela. In silver medal position with 82.5 kilos from Finland, on body weights, Katja Katainen. And the gold medal on bench press with 85 kilos from Spain, Raquel de la Calle. Well done, ladies. Okay, you have your photographs? Okay, let's move to deadlift, please. In bronze medal position with 167.5 kilos from Great Britain, Genevieve Collins. In silver medal, the overall totals in bronze medal position. You might as well stay up there, ladies. In bronze medal position with 395 kilos from Great Britain, Genevieve Collins. In silver medal position with 410 kilos from Spain, Raquel de la Calle. And your new Masters 1 World Champion, Ireland's second ever champion in the open category, in the classic category, with 440 kilos, it's Neve Savage. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Ireland. Bravo, ladies! Fantastic competition. Ladies and gentlemen, give these ladies a round of applause as they leave the platform following far sheets. Gentlemen, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for the big boys. I mean, they're not here, but are you going to argue with them? Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a round of applause. Do we have all the boys? Participation medals presented by Gaston and Arnold, presidents of the IPF and the EPF respectively. Okay, first of all, the individual medals for squats in the sub-120 kilo class. With 260 kilos, from Italy, Luigi Brevio. In silver medal position with 270 kilos from Sweden, Frederick Goodmanson. On the gold medal on squat, right up there with 315 kilos from the United States Virgin Islands, it's Ryan Sills. Good work, big dog. Well done, gentlemen.
Where we got that from? I know where he got it from.
The bench press, 190 kilos. The bronze medal goes to Sweden, Frederick Goodmanson. The silver medal with 200 kilos bench press from the United States Virgin Islands, Ryan Sills. And in gold medal position on the bench press with 220 kilos from Sweden, Håkan Mellberg. Well done, gentlemen. I see you blue and yellow. And now we move to the deadlifts. In bronze medal position with 270 kilos from Sweden, it is Håkan Mellberg. The silver medal with 305 kilos goes to Sweden's Frederick Goodmanson. And the gold medal with 335 kilos deadlifted, US Virgin Islands, Ryan Sills. Well done, gentlemen. And now, the medals for overall and the crowning of the new world champion. In bronze medal position, with 735 kilos total, from Sweden, Håkan Mellberg. The silver medal with 765 kilos, also from Sweden, Frederick Goodmanson. And your new sub-120 kilo Masters 1 champion with a massive 850 kilos from the US Virgin Islands, the big dog himself, Ryan Sills. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of the United States Virgin Islands. Well done, gents. And if I'm not mistaken, there is another class. There is indeed. We can't forget the supers. So, in squats, the bronze medal with 300 kilos squatters. That's more than they had a total. From Italy, Michele Peluso. In silver medal position with 317.5 kilos from Czechia, Yaroslav Sukal. And the gold medal on squat with 350 kilos from Spain, Jesus Prieto. Thank you, gentlemen. And now to bench press. Bench press, thank you. In bronze medal position, this whole thing went on body weight, ladies and gentlemen. In bronze medal position with 205 from Finland, Antti Niemelainen. In silver medal position with 205 kilos from Czechia, Yaroslav Sukal. And in gold medal position with 205 kilos, a very popular number to bench today, from Canada, Snell. Thank you, gentlemen. And now deadlifts. Oh, let's go to the photos. Are we good? Okay. Deadlift. In bronze medal position on deadlift with 310 kilos from Czechia, Yaroslav Sukal. In silver medal position with 315 kilos from Spain, Jesus Prieto. And deadlift gold with 325. It was nearly 360 off, but you know, with from Finland, Anthem. Okay, everyone has the photos? Thank you. And finally, the overall and the crowning of the new 120 kilo Masters, 120 plus Masters 1 champion. In bronze medal position with 820 kilos from Finland, Anthem. In silver medal position with 832.5 kilos from Czechia, Yaroslav Sukal. And the gold medal and your new super heavyweight Masters 1 world champion with 855 kilos. It is Jesus Daniel Prieto. Please be upstanding, ladies and gentlemen, for the national anthem of Spain. Amazing gentlemen, an amazing thing to watch, and Anthem, your last attempt took some serious sisu. Gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind following, thank you. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as they leave the platform, as they follow class sheets.